Akira listeners, let's learn sumo. I'm Clayton. Welcome to the podcast. Don't forget to join me on X or Instagram at Let's Learn Sumo. Also on YouTube at Let's Learn Sumo. If you are listening on YouTube, this is a restream of the Let's Learn Sumo podcast. So here we are at day 12. The contenders for the Basho are really starting to show themselves now, including those from the lower Megashira who are now in the meat grinder facing the Sanyaku. It is the testing second week. Who is going to come out on top with the Emperor's Cup? Well, so far, despite a bit of a rocky start, the Ozekis, even a former Ozeki, are still in the race. So let's have a look at day 11. Kinbozan, our sole leader, he faced off with Ozeki Onosato. After his loss to Abi on day 10, Kinbozan had to be careful not to whittle away his lead. He came out of the tachi with a big reach as usual, looking for the big nodowa on Onosato. Onosato defended, moved back to the bales. He tried to retreat and Hataki Komi, but Kinbozan went for another nodowa as Onosato tried to avoid, but Kinbozan just kept on going forward. Stays in. Onosato, he had to go out under the momentum. He went out backwards. Kinbozan moved to 10 wins. Took out the Ozeki. He looked a little bit shocked, to be honest. That put Kinbozan one in front of the chasing pack of Oho, a pack of one at that stage. Oho, he faced Onakatsu. Now bear in mind, Oho had faced all of the Sanyaku so far. Onakatsu, he just couldn't compete with the power and strength of Oho. It was a pretty easy Oshidashi win for Oho. That moved him to 9 wins. Surprisingly, our former Ozeki, Kirishima, he is now in the chasing pack in the second week as he faced Tamawashi. So Kirishima, he had to chase and thrust against Tamawashi, but in the end, Kirishima, he outmaneuvered Tamawashi, got a deflecting hit and an arm to get Tamawashi off balance to the side. Kirishima took advantage against the bales, but he had to really work hard to get Tamawashi off and over the bales. That improved Kirishima's position. Tobizaru, his good first week is turning into a house of horrors in the second week. Got into a thrusting battle with Haku Oho, tried to keep Haku Oho off the belt, and look, that was a pretty good tactic, to be honest. The last thing Tobizaru wanted to do was get into a belt battle with Haku Oho, but unfortunately, try as he might, he couldn't keep Haku Oho off. They ended up locking up. Tobizaru got a double inside, which is a really good grip to get, but he had to let go of the left to stop a head pull down. Tobizaru got a left inside. They locked up for a little bit. Tobizaru tried to change it. They moved to the bales. Tobizaru tried to turn him over, but Haku Oho, he just used the body grip to turn Tobizaru over at the last moment. Super strength move. Sukinage, beltless throw for Haku Oho. He moves to 7 wins after 11 days. Look, Haku Oho would have to be a bit disappointed about only 7 wins after 11 days. We know what he's capable of. I expect him to improve even more, but it does show the quality in Megashira now. Tobizaru, poor old Tobizaru, he's been stuck on 5 wins since day 7. Chiyoshima, he got the challenge of Ozeki Hoshoryu on day 11. They tried to fake each other out at the tachi. Lots of staring, lots of faking out. Hoshoryu, he committed, went hard, went for the body grip, got a left body, right outside belt, and Hoshoryu used that outside right belt grip to try to Uwata Dashinage, open belt throw Chiyo around the ring. Look, it took him a few goes. He kind of dragged Chiyoshima around the ring, but he made it happen. He eventually drove Chiyoshima out. It was an Oshi Tayoshi push down as he let go of the belt over the edge. Chiyoshima is now 2 behind with 8 wins. Hoshoryu, he is in the chasing pack with 8 wins also, and he's facing Kinbozan on day 12. Takeda Fuji, he faced Daisho, he was on 8 wins, looking to stay 1 behind Daisho. Big, massive tachi by Takeda Fuji, big thrusting attack. Daisho defends. Takeda Fuji got a side shove on Daisho, who went back to the bales. Daisho drove hard. Takeda Fuji made a big error trying to Hataki Komi as he retreats on Daisho. Tried the pull down, the slap down. Daisho was in full steam. Takeda went backwards off into the crowd. Oshidashi. Takeda he stays on 8 wins. Daisho, he goes to 7 wins on day 11. So that took us to day 12. Chiyoshima, he needed a win to stay in the hunt. He faced Ozeki Onosato. In the end, it was a pretty easy Ozeki win. Onosato, he missed the belt off the tachi, but he persisted, got a right outside belt grip, and then just drove Chiyoshima straight back and out. Yorikiri, Onosato, he goes to 8 wins. Look, at 8 wins, he's probably out of the basho, but he is Kachikoshi. That keeps his rank. Chiyoshima, he's now out of it, you would think. Stuck on 8 wins as well. Oho on 9 wins faced Kirishima. Good, strong tachi as Kirishima just missed that front belt off the tachi. They traded thrust, but Kirishima, he gets Oho turned and pushes him to the bales. Oho tries to stop, but Kirishima gets him by the rear belt. Lift and body drop over the bales. Okuri Nage rear throw is the call. Oho, he's stuck on 9 wins, not totally out of it. Kirishima joins him on 9 wins as well. Korizakura and Takedafuji faced off. This is a match to watch if you want to watch any match for tonight. A big driving tachi by Takedafuji, but Korizakura absorbed it as they traded belts. Takedafuji was under pressure for a bit from Korizakura, but somehow the upper body strength from Takedafuji, it's incredible. He gets a hand on Korizakura's side, upper side, drove him down to the ground with a powerful thrust. Suki Atoshi, diagonal body, push down. Takedafuji moves to 9. Korizakura, he's still on wood now. 7 losses. He needs to win his final 3 matches to avoid Karaban status. And to be honest, that was a pretty hefty push down. Just shows the strength of Takedafuji. It came out of nowhere. Look, no match is easy for an Ozeki, and Korizakura gets to face our tournament leader, Kinbozan, on day 13. Kinbozan on day 12, he faced Ozeki Hoshoryu. He's in the full Sanyaku now. Hoshoryu, he's desperate to save a bit of face. He wants that trophy after he gave up his rope run with 3 losses early last week. Kinbozan, he gets a good thrust hit on Hoshoryu's jaw at the tachi, but he is too far in front on his feet. Hoshoryu, he returns a favour as he helps Kinbozan down. A little bit of a slippy Atoshi as well. Hataki Komi is the call. Hoshoryu got a hand on his back as he went down and belly flopped on the dirt. Hoshoryu moves to 9 wins. Kinbozan, he is still 1 in front at 10 wins. Daisho, he faced Ura tonight. He got a decent hit on his jaw as Ura lost balance and went over. That gave Sekiwake Daisho his Kachikoshi. 8 wins. Ura stuck on 6. Look, there's a few others still chasing Kachikoshi. A few looking down the barrel of Makikoshi as well. Remember, Korizakura, he's on 5 wins. He cannot afford another loss. That would make him Karaban for March. Wakamoto Haru, he's on 4 wins. He's already Makikoshi. So, Abi, he's on 7 wins with Takayasu, Tamawashi, Onakatsu, Hakuoho, and Nishikifuji, all looking for Kachikoshi. Wakatakage, he's on 6 wins with Gonoyama, Shodai, Ura, Hirodumi, who got massively hankered by Wakamoto Haru tonight. Ichi Yamamoto, Endo, Oshoma, Nishikigi, and Shononumi, all on 6 wins. Takanosho, he improves from his horror first week to be 5 wins, but he is still on wood and looking down the barrel of Makikoshi if he loses one. As well on 5 wins, Tobizaru, Takara Fuji, Midori Fuji, Toki Hayate, all on wood, but still in it for Kachikoshi. Already Makekoshi losing record. Wakamoto Haru, Atami Fuji, who's having a shocker. Midokayumi joining him, Churanumi, Meisei, Kuroshoho, Tamoshoho, and Kageyaki. Both of those guys will be likely on the Juryo barge. So they're already losing record. Look, who wins this is anyone's guess at this point. Kinbozan, he's still got a bit of challenge to face. Oho has already faced all of the Sanyaku, so he's still doing fairly well. Look, in motivation terms, I'd say Hoshoryu and Kirishima. hard to pick at this point. Anyway, that's it for day 11 and 12, folks. Join me again when we come back and see where they all end up. Hakioi, let's learn sumo.